little difficult question, question number 26, because in this question they ask us to calculate, or for the calculation of payback period and NPV and other methods. NPV, I think they ask two methods in this problem, question number 26. In this question number 26, they given a company is considering to purchase machine cost of rupees Electronics Private, name also given in this question, Electronics Private Limited, purchase or ready to invest the money into project X project and Y project. Net cash outlay means initial investment is given 80,000 for X machine, 1 lakh for Y machine. Salvage values, no scrap value. Salvage means what? No scrap and nil given. Estimate life of the machine 4 years given and 5 years given. Depreciation is straight line method, means every depreciation is same. Understood? Cut off discount rate is 10% discount given. Income tax rate is given 50%. Then earnings before depreciation and tax, they given. See, given earnings before depreciation and tax. This given in the question. See, remember guys, for the calculation of payback period and NPV, we want earnings after tax before depreciation. After tax before depreciation, but here they given first before depreciation, means they added depreciation, they added tax also. We have to do ulta. How? See, calculation of earnings, or you can write cash inflow, earnings after tax before what? Depreciation. We want this. You want cash inflow after tax before depreciation. What this? Earnings or cash inflow, whatever. See here, I think make it first you have to do project X. Project X, make it 8 columns we want. 8 columns. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 column. Year. First column is year. They given earnings before depreciation and tax, they given. Then we have to deduct depreciation first. Then we have to deduct tax. You have to deduct tax. Before deducting tax, you will get earnings before tax, then less tax at the rate of 50%. You will get earning after tax. Earning after tax. Then add depreciation. Add depreciation. The last column, earnings after tax before depreciation. You can write short form, earnings after tax before depreciation, or cash inflow after tax before. Here they given in this question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is given. I'll explain slowly because of confusion. See, in this question they given earnings or profit before depreciation tax, or cash inflow before depreciation tax, which is given in the question. First year is 24,000, 28,000, 32,000, 44,000. Dash means fifth year is not given in the question. Only 4-year cash inflow is given. Less depreciation. They given in the question. Depreciation is under straight line method. Now how to calculate depreciation? See here. Depreciation equals cost of project minus scrap value divided by estimated life. This is equation. Estimated life. How many years they use that project? See here. Cost of the project, first project Y, X is 80,000. 80,000. Cost of X is how much? 80,000. Minus scrap value 0 divided by stable life is how many years? 4 years you have to take. How many years? 4 years. Because how many years given here? 1, 2, 3, 4 years we can use. 4. So 4 1 ja. 420 means 20,000. Means every year we have to write 20,000 depreciation. See here. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. Depreciation straight line method means every year depreciation fixed. Now earning before tax means deduct depreciation. This minus this. 24th minus 20, 4,000. This is 8,000. This is 12,000. This is 24,000. 24,000. This minus this you will get earning after depreciation before tax. Earning after depreciation before tax. Now deduct tax at 50% of this. 50% of this how much? 2,000. Half of this 4,000. This is 6,000. This is 12,000. Now you will get earning after tax. This minus this 4,000, 2,000, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000. This one this 12,000. Or you want you write you give number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. You want this is 4 minus 5 total. 4 minus 5 total. Now add depreciation. Once again depreciation you have to add because we want cash inflow after tax before depreciation. Before depreciation means you have to add depreciation. Every year 20,000 is add. Then you will get earnings after tax before depreciation, cash inflow after tax before depreciation, profit after tax before depreciation. This plus this 22,000. This plus this 24,000. This plus this 26,000. This plus this 32,000. This is cash inflow. You want in bracket which column this you know? 6 column total. 6 plus 7 column total. 6 plus 7 column total this. Now we got this earnings after depreciation and tax. See, project X cash inflow is over. Now project Y, you have to do project Y like this only. Project Y, same columns. You have to write all of them. I can't write once again. See here, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, calculation of cash inflow or earnings after tax before depreciation. Here, earnings before depreciation tax given problem, then minus depreciation, then EBIT earning before tax, Then less tax, get rid of tax, no need, right? Is there no already? Then earning after tax, then add depreciation. Then earnings after tax before depreciation, or cash inflow after tax before depreciation. See, earnings is given in the question 28,000 first year, sorry 24,000 first year, 24,000 second year, 28,000, 32,000. Sorry, project Y, earnings how much project Y? You see project Y first year 28,000. First year earnings 28,000. Second year 32,000. Then 36,000. 44,000. Fifth year is 40,000. Understood? Cash inflow which is given in the question 28,000, 32,000, 26,000, 44,000, 40,000. Depreciation, see cost of machinery is how much? 1 lakh. So machine fee, cost of the project Y how much rupees? 1 lakh. Hello, Y. Depreciation. Depreciation equals cost of machine, outlay cash at 1 lakh. Divide estimated life is 5 years, minus scrap value 0, divide estimated life 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years here. 5 1 ja, 5 20,000 ja. 5 1 ja, 5 20, 20,000 depreciation. You have to deduct every year 20,000, you have to write here first. All of them you have to write it. Now you will get earning before tax, earning after depreciation before tax. This minus this 8,000, this minus this 12,000, this minus this 16,000, this minus this 24,000, this minus this 20,000. Then less tax, again 50% of tax. Half of this 8,000, 4,000. This is 6,000. This is half of this 8,000. This is half of this 12,000. Next one is 10,000. Then this minus this earning after tax, deduct tax 8,000, 4,000, 4,000. This minus 12,000, 6,000, 6,000, 8,000. Then 12,000, this means this 10,000. Now add depreciation. How much depreciation? 20,000. Add 20,000 each year. Okay. Now you will get add this plus this. You will get earning after tax, earning after tax before depreciation. Add this plus this 24,000. This is second year 26,000. This is 28,000. This is 32,000. This is 30,000 last year. Okay. See, for the calculation of NPV, we want cash inflow after tax before depreciation. See, cash inflow after tax before depreciation. We got both the machines. Now we see calculation of NPV. Calculation of net present value. See, I'll show you how to calculate NPV of both the project. I'll show you combined. calculation of NPV. Calculation of net present value of X and Y project. See, first year is common. Year. Even PV factor at 10% is common. Then project X, this is project Y, and project X we want earnings after tax before depreciation. Just we got to know that, or cash after tax before depreciation. Then here present value of cash inflow of project X. Project X in the same way. Project Y also same. Earnings. This is project Y. Earnings after tax before depreciation is common. Then present value of cash inflow. See, if you want to do separate, means how to provide separate year, pay factor, earnings after tax before depreciation, and present of cash inflow. Then Y project also you write same next, but these are common. These two columns are common. That's why we can reduce the tables. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, PV factor, same PV factor, 10%, 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683, 0.621. This is PV factor 10% to 5 years. Then cash inflow or earnings after tax before depreciation. See here given. First year is we calculated now 22,000. Second year is 24,000. Third year is 26,000. Fourth year is 32,000. Nil. Fifth year is not given. Project X. Then present value of cash inflow. Just multiply this into this, this into this, this into this, this into this, you will get present value of cash inflow 19,998. This into this, 19,824. This into this, then 19,526. This into this, then 21,856. 21,856. This into this, and dash because 50 is not given. This is called project X. Now project Y. This is called year and pay factor. Project Y is given in the question. You see, we calculate no cash and earning after depreciation, after tax before depreciation given. See that there. First year 24,000. Second year 26,000. Third year 28,000. Then 32,000. Fourth year. Fifth year is 30,000. See, fifth year is given cash inflow. Then present cash inflow. This into this. This into this means what? 0.909 into 24,000. You will get 21,816. 21,816. Second year 0.826 into 26,000. 21,476. 21,476. Then 0.751 into 28,000. 21,028 rupees. Then next year 0.683 into 22,000, then 21,856 last year. 0.621 into 30,000. 30,000, you will get 18,630. 18,630. Now make it total these two column, this column and this column total. You will get total present value of cash inflow. Total present value of cash. Total present value of cash inflow you will get. So this total cash inflow X project total, this you will get project X total is 81,204. Make it total 81,204. Then Y project total is 1,04,806. 1,04,806. This is called total percentage of cash flow less. Conclusion: which project should be select? Which project is NPV is more no, greater no, that project should be preferred. Conclusion or suggestion: it is suggested that project Y should be preferred or selected because its NPV is more than that of project X. NPV is more no here, more than that of project X. So project Y should be preferred for investment. So this is the calculation or solution of for problem number 26. Problem number 26. And next class I will explain problem number 27.